Hey guys, I'm gonna be doing voiceover on these matches. But these matches that I'm showing here were me fighting just I don't know, like some little bitch ass players that they didn't want to stay. Like they wanted to farm me because they thought they could beat me. But that's the thing about when I play ranked, I like to stay. Like I will not leave until I get demoted or I demote you. So sometimes you run into people who only want to stick around if they feel like they can farm you for free points. And this is what a few of these people had in mind with me. Because I am kind of free, because I'm still learning the game. But that's okay. I mean, that's why when I am fighting these type of people, I like to fight them and I'll never leave even if I feel like they're being little bitches by doing like um, scummy stuff. I'll stick around because I feel like it helps my reactions a lot better and I can punish. Because that's kind of what I'm mainly after, is just improving on my punishment. I don't really care about my rank because let's say if I did get TGO, I could be a TGO on this game, but the reality is that I am nowhere near what an actual TGO should look like or what they should be, which is like people who are like pro players or people who've been playing this game for decades. I've only been playing since season 2, and I feel like since I've started playing, I've improved a lot just because I feel like I had to improve quickly just because I love the game so much and I wanted to kind of get to where everybody else that I knew was at, because everybody that I knew in the Ana community almost was like pretty much better than me, and I really wanted to get to that level where I felt comfortable playing Ana, because people say she's easy and I guess on paper she is, but she has a lot of flaws just like most characters. I feel like every character in this game is super cheap in their own way, but it really comes down to knowledge and how you play the character. And I play my character kind of different than other Annas in a way, like, because I try to go for stupid shit that doesn't always work. Like resets and stuff, and I end up losing out on a lot of damage, but that's just how I play. I like it. But as you see, this Paul, he really wanted to farm me at first. I don't know if he's won yet. I haven't really paid attention. But he's like, I ran into him before, and sadly I don't have the matches, but he will not stay unless he's winning. It's so weird. And once I start winning, he wants to run away. And it pisses me off because I'm like, bitch, you're not gonna learn, like, if you just worried about rank and points. And that's all that really is. Like, in the past I've tried to get higher than Emperor, and I really couldn't do anything because either you don't find matches or you find people like this who are like just one and dunning. Because the moment that they see that they can't farm you, they want to leave. And sometimes I feel bad, like if I'm the person that's sticking around, because like I said, I never leave unless I have a reason to. Like if there's lag or if there's a disconnect, I won't leave. So if I run into someone that I'm gonna farm and I know I'm probably gonna farm them, I'll stick around. But if they wanna leave, they can leave. But usually sometimes I'll run into people that I'm like, oh crap, like they don't really know how to fight my character, so I'll go ahead and stay because maybe they want to learn. And I end up farming them, which isn't intentional, but it happens. But you can see, like, he's annoying because, like, ugh. Maybe I'm just taking it personal when people play their outros, but I fucking hate when people play their outros. It's usually, like, the cocky players who, like, I feel want to be dicks about it. Like, what the fuck are you playing outros and intros for? Like, no one gives a fuck. I'm doing some like grimy shit to him too. Oh, I finally ducked it. I have a really hard time remembering certain things and like knowing when to react, what to do, how to duck stuff. But I'm learning. Oh gosh. And that's another thing I need to learn too, is like not pressing whenever they have rage, because I always get hit with the bullshit. Oh, of course. The panic moves. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I don't want to be like one of those quote-unquote high-rank players who can't play the game properly. Because if I go to a lobby and I'm like TGO or something, not saying I can get TGO, but if I did, like, if I were to go to a lobby with my Ana and then get destroyed by like a fucking green rank player, then that would feel like really bad. But that's happened to me before anyway. Like I've lost to a green rank in a lobby. But this shitty thing is in lobbies you can't rematch them right away. You have to wait in line. So, but no excuse. It just shows like how much I still have to learn. Like I don't know every character. And another thing that I ran into as well when I was making this account is I really like the name. I came up with it, Natrix Heal. It comes from like Dominatrix Heal type thing. I go like fits Ana. Like I just removed obviously the Dom part, Dommy, and just used Natrix Heal. I just thought it was really cute. So that's why I made this account, so I could start up again. And I remember when I was first doing lobbies just for fun, when I was like first staying, people were accusing me of smurfing, which is kind of a weird topic because I feel like in fighting games it's so knowledge based that I would understand if I was fighting, like if I was strictly fighting people who were first dames in their lobbies and stuff, but I was going to like TGOs or people in my range, like from Yakuza going forward. I was in those type of lobbies, and if I would beat them with the first dame rank, they would call me a smurf. But that doesn't make any sense, because if you're at the Yakuza level going forward and higher, like you should already have the knowledge and stuff like that to know how to beat or counter a character. There's no smurfing in a game like this. Unless, like I said, if I was just strictly going towards like first dames and just bullying them. Like that's not fun. That's not fun to me. So I was getting kicked out of lobbies, so I had to hurry up and go rank up. Because at first I just wanted to play. And I had the name that I had. And so he leaves. And then I run into this bitch ass Bob. He messages me like after and tells me that I'm spamming. And let me know if I'm spamming, you guys. I don't know if I'm mashing, but I don't feel like I am. I feel like I really took my time. I mean, compared to what I used to be, I used to really like just mash and just do whatever I had to do to get like something in. But I feel like I really do try now to calculate what I'm supposed to do and move the way I'm supposed to move. But maybe I was mashing, who knows? But that's what he said, and like, he said my character is really cheap, and that carries me, blah blah blah. I was like, bitch, you play Bob. Like, everybody complains about Bob because Bob has so many good tools and he's a stupid fat bitch. But who knows? Maybe he's just one of those people who doesn't like to lose. I mean, because he beat my ass. Like, he beat my ass like twice in a row, and I still came back to fight him. Because like I said earlier, it's not, for me, it's not about the points or the rank. It's just me wanting to fight whoever the fuck, and especially these people like Bob. Like, I have a good, sort of a good handle on Bob. I know like some basics versus him. So I know how to step him, which way to go, and like what to look for sometimes, but I'm still not the best versus him. But that's why I want to fight him and why I didn't want to leave. Like, fuck me up, Bob, please. And then he just stood there, so I was like, fuck you, bitch. How's my pussy taste? That's what she should say, right? She should like blow kiss say, how's my pussy taste? And then these motherfuckers, everyone likes hop kicking. I never understood that. Hop kicking is so dangerous. I know that there's situations for it, but some people just be doing it. Like, it's crazy. I'm scared to do a hop kick, to be honest. If you ever see me do it, it's on accident. I did not do that shit on purpose. And you guys, you know, since I hadn't been playing, the reason why I wasn't playing was because, and uploading was because we didn't have internet or anything for a while because we just moved into like a part of like the outskirts of town. So there's really like no good connection. So what I was doing was I asked my brother if I could use his stuff at his place so I could, you know, when I do go over I could play sometimes. So that's what I was doing. And I really, like, during the time when I wasn't playing online, I didn't want to like lose any of the stuff that I've learned, because you do kind of lose your touch whenever you don't play for a while. So what I was doing was, on my PS3 I had purchased, probably like a few years ago, I had purchased Tag 2 to see how it was and all that. So I had got back on my PS3 and I started playing Tag 2 because I remembered how good the bots were on that game. So if you're a new player, right? If you're just learning the game and stuff and you already have like a good handle on Anna, like you kind of understand what she has in Tekken 7, and you want to play the game and learn how to like fight and react to certain things, like different strings and, you know, punishment and stuff like that, and kind of brush up on your reaction, you should really play Tag 2, because Tag 2 offline on Ghost Battle, what I did was I picked just Anna by herself versus like obviously the ghost bots. But the cool thing about that game is the bots on there are super good. Like, they do actual combos, they punish you like hardcore for everything you do on the hardest difficulty. And I feel like the entire time that I was just playing that game, because I didn't have internet, really helped me a lot. Like, when I came back onto online, I felt like I had a better reaction time to things, and I'm not just doing stupid shit. I'm actually doing jabs to punish certain things, and I'm doing like down 4-1-2 to punish like stuff that I'm not really sure about. I can react to things better. I probably said that already. But yeah, I feel like I'm doing a whole lot better because of how brutal the bots on Tag 2 are. Because they really do fuck you up if you're doing shit that you shouldn't be doing that's unsafe. Not to mention the strings are basically all the same. Like the strings on Tag 2 are pretty much the same as 7. So if you ever come across like, if you don't have all the DLC like Zafina or Kuni, they have those strings on Tag 2 and you can play that game and lab the characters for free and pretty much get the same experience. I mean, they have different properties and I'm sure the frames might have changed here and there, but usually the really big negative frame moves on block are the same, like snake edges and stuff like that, and strings too. Like you can pretty much learn the strings on that game and come play 7 and be good. But yeah, that's my recommendation for anybody who's new that watches me, because it really does help. And I know some people might disagree, like the gatekeepers, but for me it really did help me a lot. See, he's whooping my ass. And he's playing intros and shit. Sorry I'm blabbing, I'm just talking. I haven't really done a video like this in years, so... And I never really talk about anything important. Just a whole bunch of nonsense. And if I would have been patient right there, I would have been able to launch him, but I'm a dumbass. The thing that bothers me though is when people play a certain character and bitch about Ana. Like, that's so annoying. Like, I even see it with like the pro players that stream. Like Super Akuma. He fucking bitches about Ana and he plays Akuma. Like, bitch, you're breaking the rules of Tekken. You're just jumping around like a fucking idiot and you want to complain about Ana. They act like it's so hard to like walk her stuff. But the girls who play Ana and Nina, they're really good about knowing, like at a higher level, what to do versus them, because they know how the character works. So the people within those two communities, the Nina and Ana community, they really don't bitch about her because, well, they do, sort of. Like, sometimes they'll complain that Ana might have a better tool than Nina, but when it comes to fighting, they know what the fuck to do, most of the time. But it's usually other people, like, from different communities who will bitch about Ana. And it's usually the bitches that play characters like Akuma or Hwoarang. They love to bitch about the girls. Because she makes them eat their pussy. Period. And I don't give a fuck. If I was smashing or not, bitch, you got your ass whooped. Now. This is a different Bob, it's not the same one, but... yeah. Ooh, look at me go. Oop. Fucking bitch. Bob is so cool. Like, I like him. I think he's really interesting. Like, I never had an issue fighting him. I always like... I don't know why, what's wrong with me. Maybe I have like a fetish or something, but I love fighting the big characters. Maybe it's because back in the day when I was young, I was like a teenager. I played Death by Degrees, and I remember she would have to fight, Nina would have to fight like robots. And I know Bob is no fucking robot, but he's built like one, his fat ass. And like, you have Jack, and then you have Gigas. Like, I love fighting those characters just because I feel like I'm playing Death by Degrees again. Just like any big characters. Fat ones. Like, I love Bob and that fucking... what's his name? The one that loves Julia? He's like a sumo wrestler. I like him. I can't think of his name right now. I'm not really there right now. But yeah, I totally make out with Bob. I probably pressed right there. There's no excuse. I pressed. Nice. And I don't know why I went and attacked after the down 3-4. Because that's like a hop kick bait. Like you do that to bait a hop kicks and then you can like float them. And I love how my back 4 like reset. Like I love using that on people who don't tech roll. It's so good. And the cool thing about when you're doing forward, forward, 3-4-3 back into CJM, down 3-3, you can scare your opponents into not wanting to tech roll by doing like, after you do the forward, 3-4-3 back, CJM down 3-3, you can do down 4-3 back into CJM and do like your mix up, which is like CJM 4 or CJM roll into 3. And if they keep falling for that mix-up, then they'll stop tech rolling. It requires some work, but sometimes you might run into people who are just scared in general to tech roll, so you'll be able to get the refloat. And you could either do back 4 or crouch dash into crouch down 4-1 pickup. I just think it's so fun to do. Look how bad I am. I'm just eating it. Good job, Bob. Okay. Yeah, he definitely leaves. He got his little points back and he leaves. He doesn't want to smoke. Now, this bitch right here pissed me off. Well, not really pissed me off, but this bitch is just annoying because she had like a massive disconnection rate. I should have showed it, but I didn't. It just takes too long. But she had a really big disconnection rate, and I kind of gave her the benefit of the doubt because I know that Tekken usually has like, you know, disconnection problems a lot of times. But then I realized who I was playing against. Like the bitch, it is my fault because I'm pressing. Like I shouldn't be attacking so crazy against someone like this because they're gonna do rage arts. And then this, you see her? She's like taunting me. And that stupid star had like fucking tracking. I could have picked her up there, but I'm slow. I had to hit her back with the rage art. That was cool. I'll give it up. I really need to learn the frames on those damn chainsaw moves. I'm such a scrub. I don't know the frames. But like, she thinks she's cute. The ugly ass outfit and makeup. I feel like yeah, that wasn't it. I thought I got the angle, the splat, but I didn't, so I fucked up. But I feel like on this match, I did pretty good. As I take a fucking snakehead. But I feel like I did pretty good, like, composing myself. Because a lot of times versus Alyssa, I tend to, like, overthink stuff. And then I die for it. And she killed herself.
Round 3. Fight.
Um, and I don't know what happened because there was another fight after I beat her and she beat my ass. And then she left. And then I ended up running back into her right here. And you see me like hitting her, she looks like she's AFK. The reason why I did that was because in the match that you didn't get to see where she beat me again was she had pretended to be AFK for the last like 10 seconds and then I was waiting for her. She comes up to me and snake edges me. And then she wins and then she starts taunting me like with that stupid head thingy where she like leans forward and goes So that's why I did that, because she tried to do the whole AFK bullshit again. I was like, fuck that shit. I'm gonna fucking go for this bitch's ankles. And then I slap her in the mouth. And that's it, she left. Thank you guys for watching. And for listening to me blabber.